Hello and welcome to T Money Talks. In this week's episode, T Money's gonna walk around their room with their mic in their hand and talk about dancing and whatever else comes to mind. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Hello. Welcome back to T Money Talks. Oh, I did not think this all the way through. Only because I have a very long cable for my microphone. However, I forgot to put in the headphone extender so I could have more length in my headphones. And it's because the whole point of me walking around and talking with this mic in my hand is to test some things for future T Money Talks episodes. And my idea is to for season 3, you're gonna hear a whole lot of noise. Anyways, we're gonna do I could pause this episode, but what would be the point of that? What would be the fun in me pausing it to denoise and grab things when I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, and I feel like this is great content. Am I right? I mean, I feel like if you can't hear it, then that means I got a grade A microphone. That means I have the highest of quality of microphones. And if you can hear it, well then dang nabbit, then I must invest more further ahead, I guess. My dear, would you mind plugging this in for me? I'm just gonna keep talking. So you just go ahead and plug this one into where the headphone is, and then that will go into this part of the headphone will go into that part. And it's very long. It's okay. Even if I don't stop here, I will just keep talking. No, it shouldn't. It's just it just pull. You have to pull the whole thing out. No, you just put yes, the entire thing must come out exactly. Entertaining stuff. Am I right? Nope. You have to put the whole thing out. Yep. It's a whole piece. There we go. Yeah, I could hear myself. Thank you so much, my dear. Sorry, cables and equipment is very difficult and complicated. Thank you. But anyways, yeah, I'm trying this idea for season 3 of T Money Talks, Gotta get that in the works. Gotta start planning. Gotta start thinking. Because after all, we are down to the last 3 episodes of season 2 of T Money Talks. So I want T Money Talks to be on the road, to be mobile, and I feel like for season 3 episodes, it would be cool to be on the road in the car, talking on this microphone and just telling you the destination of where I'm going, what the plans are, and I don't know, anything else. Or maybe, who knows, maybe I just want to go out for a drive and talk about my night or something, or go somewhere, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just trying things, We got to experiment with T Money Talks. We got to make me some money, Got to make some money some way. So I got to think of ideas, make better content for you listeners, and well, this podcast's got to rise somewhere. Anyways, I got a lot to talk about tonight. Just kidding, I don't. I'm just going to kind of ramble as I walk around my room and try not to look at myself in the mirror again because I did not have a thought that I liked. But anyways, it's okay. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, oh yeah. So this is going to be fun. I've tried this one other time with my other microphone. However, when I tried it again tonight, the quality and the sound that came out of that microphone, I was just like, nope, no sir. I can't even hear myself. So we're doing this good microphone. And so far, I think this probably sounds more, you could probably hear me more than you have ever heard me in a T Money Talks episode, I feel like. Because usually this mic is on a mic stand and a pop filter's in front of it, so I got a good distance between it. But anyways, enough about that. Today, I restrung my guitar in I don't know how long. I don't know how many years it has been since I had last changed the strings on my guitar, which is not good if you're a musician. That 10 out of 10, I recommend changing your strings frequently and giving your guitar a nice polish, because that's what I did today after changing the strings, because the dust that was on this guitar was just unbelievable. And then trying to change the whole strings in general, the process was really hard because I had waited so long to change the strings. But anyways, you live and you learn, and I won't make that mistake again. My guitar looks very beautiful, very shiny, dust free, fresh strings, and ready to record a new song. Cause I am finally making some moves and cashing in my free producing songs from people. I'm collaborating slash working on a song with a TikTok mutual. His name is Lloyd Moon. If y'all want to check him out, he makes some good music. I like his vibes. We're going to collab on a Now or Never track that'll be coming out. I'm hoping to have this song out by like kind of like before summertime, or probably I'm thinking like April or May. I feel like this would be a good time for this song to come out, because it's a good spring summer song, you know. It's got a lot of vibes, and it's a lot better than all the other stuff I have on Spotify and all streaming services and all that stuff. So this song will definitely put me on the map, bring more attention to people, catch more eyes, you know, probably get more listeners and all that jazz, which is the whole point. But because I want to plan ahead this time, I want to think ahead. Before I like set a date to release the song, I want to film the music video for the song. And Jer and I, because Jer's featured on the track, Jer and I wrote the song together one day. We have this idea for the music video where we wear matching like button-ups, like we wear exactly matching outfits, and then we're just it's like it's gonna be at the beach is our idea. It's okay, hear me out. It's we're gonna be at the beach, and then we're just gonna have like a screen behind it, whether a screen or like just like up like what like paper, but like it would be like would draw on it like different places or something on the paper. So like we're at the beach, like you could clearly see we're at the beach, and then you could clearly see we have like this giant piece of paper or like something behind us, and then we're just standing in front of it, and we're just like moving our arms up and down with like the creepiest like smile that we can as the whole time like the song is playing. And then while the song is playing, like the background is like of the paper is like moving, so it looks like we're kind of like going to different places, but we've just been at this beach the whole time. It's I don't know, it sounds good to me and Jer. I think it would be good. We're gonna give it a try. I don't know if I explained it that well. Did I explain it well? What did you? It's not really a green screen. It's almost, there's another band has done not we're not stealing the idea because it was Chair's idea, but I know what he's talking about. But this is the only idea I could think of. But this band called This Wild's Life, they did it for one of their music videos where they made themselves into puppets, and so like they're like one guy is controlling the puppets, like making it look like they're walking, and the other guy behind them is like paper, and it's like they put like clouds, and they put a sky, and then they put like buildings or like street, you know, and then like as that's happening, the other guy who's is moving the paper, as one guy's like moving the puppets, the other guy's moving the papers to make. So that's kind of like what Jer had for the ideas, like putting a background like that he would make of like something, and then we're just in our matching outfits just dancing with a very creepy smile the whole time the song is going on. Very contradicting to what the song is. But we think it'd be funny, and that's kind of why we want to do it. Anyways, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, no, yeah, that's what I want. We want to film the music video before releasing that song because I want to be ahead. The same thing with my EP, which I'm finally going to get mixed and mastered, and I have slid into multiple people's DMs on how much they would charge for me to get it mixed and mastered. And after hearing two of the prices, I'm still waiting on the last person to tell me how much he would charge for the mix and master. But before I fully decide, I have recently, another TikTok mutual I have, he is offering, well, he's been doing this for like friends and like mutuals he has on TikTok, but like offering people like services for free, but he's accepting donations now because he needs a new MacBook. Pretty much he's like offering services to like teach you how to like compose songs, teach you like anything music related, and one of the things he offered was mixing lessons, and I'm like, what if he helps me mix my EP because he'll do it for free, but I'm obviously gonna give him a donation because like no, I really like him. He's really cool, and so like I would want to help like help fund his music as well, and like I know how important laptops are when it comes to music production. So I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. Instead of paying a lot of money for someone to mix and master my EP, what if I do like small donations and my friend, my TikTok mutual, I take lessons from him and he teaches me how to mix my EP. So I can thus in the future mix all of my songs and just pay someone to master them, which would be drastically cheaper than having them mix and master. Because one person, she's charging $100 just to mix the song, just to mix it, one song, $100. And then to master it, that's an extra $50. So imagine if I learn how to mix songs like really well, and then I just gotta pay someone to master it. That's $50 for 5 songs. I could do that. That's a steal. Because I have learned one skill. But anyways, that's my idea. That's my thought. This episode is kind of wild. I feel like I'm just rambling, but it's okay. That's what you come here for. I feel like this has been one of the better episodes in these past like 4 episodes. I feel like these past 4 episodes haven't been that good because I haven't really been in the zone for Team Money. I've been going through it this past like 3 weeks, but looks like things are clearing up now, folks. But anyways, yeah, that's my idea. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I want to do. And especially because I'm working again, I will have the money to be able to tip my friend, like give him donations for his MacBook. Because on the TikTok, he even said, he's still down to like do all those things for free. But he's now just like, if you wanted to give a donation, like give him a donation. But I'm like, no, you deserve, especially if I'm going to ask for that, which I know he definitely would be down to help me. I think that would improve my skills a lot more and save me a lot more money in the long run. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. Because I would love to learn how to mix. Because yeah, it would be very important. But also, already with the collaboration for the next single I'm gonna release that I'm working on with my friend Lloyd Moon, he's already giving me like tips on like he's already like improving my production like skills already, just like because he was telling me that he needs me to re-record one of the guitar parts because there's like a twang in the guitar sound that is just too hard to get out like without compromising the sound of the guitar. And so he was telling me how to play it, how to still like get the same sound but to just play a certain like he was saying to press the strings all down like as hard as I could and to play the guitar soft. And yeah, so he was saying that would take out that like ting sound that he's telling me about. And I was like, interesting. I didn't know that's how you could do it to like, because I think I do know what like sound he's talking about. And I have heard it in like other songs I've done, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just like, well, here, it sounds cool, I guess. And then I just leave it. But now I have like a tip on how I could use to stop doing that. And I'm like, wow, I would have never learned this. But thanks to all these connections I'm making, I'm learning, I'm grooving, and yeah, so that's exciting. That's what I got going on in my music department. It's hot in my room. I didn't anticipate how much I'd be walking either. But anyways, yeah, so that's what I got going on for my music. I got plans for Team Money Talks. You know, I don't quite know what I'm doing for the preseason finale spectacular. I feel like I should have guests on the preseason finale spectacular since I didn't have a whole lot of guests this season. Because on season 1, I had a lot of guests on season 1. Mostly Jer half the time, but I had more than just Jer on the podcast. I had a few guests on this episode, this season as well. But I don't know. I can't decide if I want to do like just bring a bunch of guests in for the spectacular pre-finale or do on the road T Money Talks podcasts for the pre-season spectacular. That is to be determined. If you follow me or you listen to this podcast and you want to give your input or how you would like to hear how the pre-season finale of this show goes, send me a comment. I don't know. Find me on TikTok or on Instagram or on Twitter and be like, hey, you should do the whole bringing a bunch of guests, or hey, you should do the T Money Talks on the road one, I don't know. I need some input because a lot of the times I don't know what to do for T Money Talks. A lot of the times I get lost in the sauce and I think too hard about what I have to do. Like these last 3 weeks when I haven't really I've been going through things, these last 3 weeks, and I'm like, I don't know what to talk about because I just wasn't in the mood to talk about anything. And then when I'm finally feeling okay again, I open up my notes and I look at all the possible topics for T Money Talks episodes. I looked and I was like, are you serious? I had I had 6 topics. I'm like, I could have had some good podcast episodes, but instead I just didn't do good ones. And it's like, yeah, I know. But anyways, here we are today. Still kind of not really talking about any of those topics. So really, who's at fault here? It's just me, because I just have my brain. My brain moves too fast for me sometimes, because I went into this episode knowing what I wanted to talk about. I knew I was going to talk about one of the topics I had in my notes app, which is about dancing. But I haven't even talked about dancing not once in this episode. But that's okay. That's okay because I still got time. I checked. I still got time, so that's okay. We're just doing the typical T Money shenanigans. I ramble for 20 minutes about what's going on, about the things that go on in my mind, and then I finally tell you about what I have to say about dancing. Because honestly, I don't really have a whole lot to say about dancing other than the fact that last summer, when I was wearing my foot brace, yeah, because that's how far back, when I was still learning to walk again, and I wasn't quite ready to walk barefoot or in shoes. I was still in that foot brace stage. I started dancing in my room by myself. I would just play some music, and then suddenly I was like, I want to dance. But I'm like, dance? I don't dance. I never danced, even alone in my room. No, not even even for jokes. Anytime someone would ask me to dance, I'd be like, no, I don't dance. And then they would try to get me to dance, and I would just force my body. If they would try to sway me or something, I would just get as hard I could do it so they could not move me in any way, because I was like, I don't dance. You will never get me to dance in any kind of way. Even as a joke, I just refused to dance. But then one day I was in my room with my little foot brace, and I was just moving my legs like this or something. I was just moving my legs back and forth. I'm sorry, I just realized. Yeah, you can't see what I'm doing. But my girlfriend can. Anyways, but I was just moving my legs back, and I was kind of just swaying, and then I was listening to Elephant Gym, and they're a math rock band, and just something about the music where I just suddenly it went from I was purposely swaying to I was just I don't know, something took over, and then I was just kind of slowly started moving my legs in a dancey type of way, and then it was just suddenly I was just you know what, fine, let's dance, and then I just started dancing, and then after that first time I ended up dancing for the rest of the summer, because it was more than dancing that I was doing. It was because it was almost like Reiki. I was getting all the bad energy, because the movements that I were doing wasn't it wasn't dance moves, or it wasn't the kind of dance you would see at parties, that. It wasn't that kind of dancing. That's not the kind of dancing that I do. I do I know Jer joked about it on the last podcast when I was I need to do something, and I was I want to sign up for Taekwondo, and Jer was I should do ballet. That's the thing is though, the kind of dancing that I do in my room is like dancing like that. Like last night, cuz I haven't danced by myself in my room like in a while, but I've been like feeling like I wanted to dance. Like sometimes like when I'm in the shower and I'm like getting ready to like get in the shower and then like I play my little music, I'll like start doing like a little dance cuz I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'm feeling this song. I want to start dancing." And so I like dance a little bit, but I haven't really danced in my room until last night. Now whenever I dance, it's kind of like like choreography, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? You know, like how it's not like dance party dancing where like I'm not like dancing like I'm at a party. I'm dancing like I'm in a dance class, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's how I dance. Like I don't dance like if this song, what if it would just any random song were to come on, I wouldn't dance to it like jumping around or like shaking my head or something like that, you know? Like I dance like when I hear the song, my body just has some routine or something. Like it's not like it's like each movement, it's like there's a purpose for it, kind of like dancers, you know, like they already have like the choreography of their next move in their head. That's like how it is when I'm dancing, but it's like I'm no dancer. I've never danced. I've never taken a choreography class. I mean, but I've seen like people dance, but it's kind of like almost like I'm mimicking them, but not like I'm just dancing like them, if that makes sense. But less what? No, they can't see. But like last night I for a second I was like, what if I did do ballet? Question mark. Because I was listening to music and then I started dancing. But it wasn't the same dancing as when I was doing it in the summertime. Like I was still doing like the same, like pretty much like choreography, but except this time because now that I'm like walking in my foot, I could finally go like this. Like I could lift my toes up without wearing shoes. Like I could go on my toes on my foot. And so because I could do that now, when I was dancing yesterday, I was like jumping and like like doing like I don't want to say ballet things, but it was almost like ballet things, you know, like because because my foot is more like I have it could move more. Like I'm not yeah, because when I was dancing last summer, I was still in the foot brace, so my foot I couldn't fully like move my foot the way I can now. And so it was like because of that, when I was started dancing, it like unlocked like a new level of dancing or something. Because this time like I wasn't afraid to like when I was moving, like there'd be times when I would like get up really high, like on one foot, like on my toes, and then I'd be like, whoa, and like I was just moving my foot in ways that I have not moved it before. But it wasn't because I wanted to, it was just because that's like how my body wanted to go. Like it was just like, okay, we're gonna like jump this way and like jump that way and like but it was weird. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I had a lot of fun. And yeah, now you know when I dance alone in my room, I dance like if I was a dance student. Like I went to college for dance. Like I was a dance major or something. That's how I dance. I don't dance like I'm at a party or like someone would alone in their room, you know, like just doing whatever silly dance moves you do alone in your room. No, when I dance alone in my room, it's like I'm practicing a of dance routine I did or something. Like that's how I dance. And I don't know why that's how I dance because I've never danced in my life. And it's very strange. And now it has me thinking, what if I was a dancer at one point in my life? No, you laugh. But here's the thing, because my birthday is coming up, I listened to the recording of my birth chart. When I got my birth chart read, I was listening to that recording on the first day of this month because I was like, that's how I want to start it. I want to listen back to that recording and all the things she had to say. And when we were getting towards the end, she was telling me that I've lived I've lived many lives, and all the lives that I lived have led up to this one where like I've done all the work on myself. Like I've learned all my lessons. I've done whatever I've been sent here, why I keep coming back to like this earth. I've learned all my lessons. I've done all my trials. I've done everything I needed to do to be sent here to where I am currently to fulfill in this lifetime I came here to be able to reap the rewards of all the life, like of all the things I've done in my past lives, like all the hard work I've done. Like now I came back one more time in this lifetime to have the success, to know that like I went through all of those stuff, and now it's like I live this one final time on this earth. And it's like I think I'm losing focus, or I don't know. I feel like you don't understand what I'm saying. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Your confusion was kind of making me guess what I was saying. Oh no. Oh no. That this isn't good if you're falling. Yeah, I did everything I had to do in my past life. Yeah, and in this lifetime, I am here to teach, and I'm here to give things, and I'm here to for a purpose, like I'm not here to learn any big lesson or anything. But anyways, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, because I was a that's why. But that's why I think, what if I was a dancer, because I lived many lives before. I don't know if I was a surgeon. Probably a lumberjack. Yeah, that one's the only, yeah, confirmed one. Probably I was a lumberjack, but okay, I feel like I could have been a dancer in a past life. I was probably a chef in a past life, because that would make a lot of sense why when I look at foods, I just after people have taught me how to make things, I or no, cuz there's been some things that no one has taught me how to make, but just looking at it, I just know what seasonings would work good with it, if that makes sense. When I'm cooking, it feels like I've done it a million times before, or I might have been a chef or something, because that's why I have such good taste. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have good taste. Anyways, yeah, that's what I think. Maybe I was a dancer. I don't know, but I have fun. I have fun dancing. Dancing is cool. Dancing is fun. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say about dancing. I don't really know where I was going with dancing, but I do know that dancing has been a podcast topic, and I don't know. I don't know. I guess when I first started dancing, I had more to say about dance, but now that I haven't danced in a long time, I don't really know why I have dancing as a podcast topic, because I think that's all I have to say is that I started dancing and I like it, and I feel I don't know, I feel like more people should do dance, because I think it's just because of the way that I don't know, kind of rollerblading, where you kind of just lose, I don't want to say lose focus, or I don't really know what I'm saying. I don't know. I just dancing makes me feel good, getting your body moving, and I feel like dancing can make you feel good too. You don't have to do it like I do, where I think I'm a choreographer or something, and I'm dancing in my last night when I was dancing, I kept running into my bed, and I almost ran into my desk, and I definitely hit my bed 5 times last night, because at one point I just closed my eyes and I was I'm gonna feel this music in my soul. And so that was a bad idea though, because that's when I started jumping around and doing ballet type things. And then because my eyes were closed, I ran into my bed, and I didn't hurt myself, but I knew if I would have kept going, I was going to, because I kept hitting the edge of my bed right here, with my butt a lot. And then at one point, I was too tired, and then I had hit my bed like one too many times. And oh, I should also mention this was like at 2 in the morning. No, not 2 in the morning, at like 1 a.m. Yeah, around like 1 a.m. I'm doing this. So as I'm hitting my bed in my home that's very quiet, I'm like, I feel like I'm going to wake someone up. So I eventually stopped dancing. But I think that's all I have to say about dancing. That I dance by myself in my room like I'm a choreographer, and it's a lot of fun, and I recommend that anyone dance. I also saw on, I think it was Twitter, that this like spiritual person I follow, they say that dance is like a form of therapy, and I'm like, I get it now. I get it now, because just moving your body, like, it's kind of, you're like shaking off whatever like things that are inside you. You're just like shaking off the bad stuff, and I feel like that's what dancing is. And I never really understood that until after my accident, because I feel also, oh, dang, oh, yeah, ha ha ha. Anyways, I just had a thought. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like after my accident, it opened my eyes. But yet again, after my accident, I do a lot of things that I would not have done before in the past. And now that I'm looking at the date, tomorrow is February 7th. I'm recording this on February 6th. On February 7th of 2020, at 5:30 on a Friday afternoon, I was in a car accident. It'll be year 2, anniversary 2 of my car accident. Here I am, still not driving. Well, I'm driving more. I'm not driving on my own. I'm at least driving again. But anyways, that's coming up as well. And so maybe that's why I danced. Because also, what I realized while I was dancing is that I wasn't afraid to move my foot around, and like I was doing things with my foot that I would normally be afraid to do. And my foot definitely hurt a lot after, and it still kind of hurts. Well, not like hurts a lot today, but like it was pretty sore today. And that's probably because of how intensely I was dancing and how much I was pushing my foot. No, I'm very serious. My foot was sore today because of how hard I danced. And because it was just, I had a lot of fun. I got lost in the dance. But anyways, yeah, it just reminded me that, like, I feel like I just have to start dancing again on the days where I feel extra sad, or I just feel like I need to let something go. I just gotta dance, because after I danced, I felt a lot better. I mean, my foot kind of hurt, but I felt like it hurt in the good kind of way, though, in the way that it was reminding me that my foot can move in ways I haven't used it since my accident. Because I feel like I've been very afraid to do many things with my foot. Like now that I could stand on my one foot, like I could balance on my foot barefoot. I couldn't do that before. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do it where I was standing on my bad foot and just balancing on my foot. Like I could only, like when I could do it, I had to wear in shoes, and I could only do it for like 10 seconds. Now I could do it. I could like extend my hands and my leg out. I couldn't do that last year. I couldn't do that like last month. But now that I can, when I was dancing, I was like really like utilizing like the toes on my feet and like jumping in a way. So now, what I'm thinking is if I start dancing more, then maybe I could run again. Because the whole like idea of like having to push off your feet for certain moves, or like coming back, what I was like doing, like I was doing like a lot of like toe, like kind of like push offs and stuff like that. And so like, that's what you got to do when you run. So anyways, point of this, I just got to dance. And the anniversary of my accident is coming up tomorrow, and well, I guess I won't be going out tomorrow because I'd be too afraid. But yeah, it's okay. Year 2, I'm doing a lot better than I was last year. I don't feel as afraid as I did last year, because I know around this time last year, I got pretty sad around this time last year when my accident anniversary came up, because I was like, I'm still not walking, still not back in work. And, it was still pretty fresh. So it was kind of hard. But this time I'm like, oh, shoot, the 7th. Like, it didn't really, like, hit me until I think, like, Thursday or Friday that the anniversary was coming up. Because I thought it was going to be on a Sunday. But I was like, I don't know. Either way, whatever day that is, I don't want to go out, like, anywhere that day. I don't want to get in a car that day. So now I know tomorrow I won't be getting in a car. But anyways, point is, it didn't really, like, hit me the way it did last year. So 10 out of 10, I would say I'm doing a lot better. I have to dance again. And, well, yeah, I feel like that's all I have to say, because I'm pretty tired from walking around in my room. I have officially tangled in my headphones and this microphone cable together. Boy, am I going to have a lot of fun trying to do that once I'm done. That's okay though. That's okay, because I have learned that this microphone being held in my hand works perfectly. It works good, and I will definitely be using this for T Money Talks on the road for season 3. That'll be very exciting things. But anyways, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. I know I had a lot of more fun this week's episode. We talked about a lot of stuff. I don't know where half the stuff I talked about came from. Like, that was not at all the plan for this episode. Like, I really did. Like, this episode was supposed to be just about me talking about the beauty of dance, or just like how I feel about dancing. And then that totally didn't. I think I talked about dancing for like 10 minutes. Yeah, it was about 10 minutes of dance talk. But that's okay, because honestly, I think that's all I had anyways. Like, regardless if I didn't have any, like, I knew going in, I was supposed to start it with talking about dancing, so I could talk about dancing for like 10 or 15 minutes, or for however long, like, I had to talk about dancing for. And then I was just going to ramble the rest of the podcast. But then it turns out I had a lot to say. I had a lot to catch up you all on and to talk about, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. I feel like I haven't had this much fun doing an episode in a while. I lived many lives. I don't have great taste buds. I just am very picky, so I could taste everything because I only eat like 3 things. That's really what it is, though. That's the only reason why my palate is so like good. It's not because I have great taste. It's just because I don't eat many things. So that's the one thing. That's the one, like, picky eaters. I feel like all picky eaters should be chefs, because then, like, you'd be able to tell, like, everything that's in the food, because you're only used to eating so many things. But anyways, enough with that. I've lived enough lives. anyways, maybe I was a dancer. Maybe I was a lumberjack. Maybe I was a chef. Maybe I was a rapper. I don't. I'm just talking. Anyways, I'm just rambling. That's enough. That's enough talk. I'm pretty tired. I feel like my foot is getting tired again from all that walking I was doing. No, I don't know if I would say I was dancing. Well, I was dancing last night. I had a lot of fun. But anyways, yeah, I guess that'll be it for this week's episode, cuz I had fun. I'm kind of tired. And, well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We got 2 more episodes left in this season of T Money Talks. So get ready for that pre-season finale and that season finale. Well, until next week, guys, this is T Money saying live your life, because you are the only one who gets it. All right, bye.